Hi everybody, we are in the cockpit of the iFly Boeing 737 MAX. I am going to be simulating an MRO flight from Dallas-Fort Worth over to Tulsa. The reason I'm going to be doing an MRO flight is I already did one with the PMG 777 from Tulsa to Dallas, and that was on the first day flight to high release Tulsa, and I noted that for FS24 in my case, the frame rates were very low. And I say that because I have a super fast system, so if I put myself in some of the top end sceneries that are available in 2024, I always get incredibly good frame rates, no complaints. I mentioned this to Fly Too High, and they acknowledged my concern, and they did publish an update that's FS24 only. So I'm gonna see what it looks like once we arrive in Tulsa. So again, we are simulating MRO, so let's pretend this 737 unloaded its last passengers. It's now myself, First Officer Stephanie. On the jump seat, we have Millie, who is one of the same Tensions AI mentors. So we have no cabin crew today. It'll be a good opportunity to also evaluate the micro update that iFly did for the 737 MAX. They actually did two in the last week alone. So I want to see what's different, if the plane's doing any better. I think the plane from the major update for 2024 that came out a few weeks ago is doing really well. And my only comment was perhaps they might want to start simulating the weather returns. I know this is a very hot topic in the community, but when you see that PMDG with the 777 and INI builds with the A350, they went ahead and use the basic Asobo weather data. So when you have those stormy days, rainy days, you can get at least some colors in the weather radar. It's not perfect, it's not true to life, but it's something rather than nothing. So hopefully iFly considers that when they do their final update or their next update for FS 2024. Let me see if I can think of anything else before we get going. I already ran the FS2 crew checklist with Stephanie, the pre-flight checklist. We still got the before start checklist, and we also got our clearance, IFR clearance to Tulsa. So we just gotta push back essentially. So we're gonna go ahead and push back. Good evening, DFW ground. American 8737 requesting push and start.
American 8737, Dallas Tower, push and start approved, tail south.
Push and start approved, tail south. American 8737. And that was my bad. I should have tuned ground, not tower.
Hello, Captain.
I tuned 16655 instead of 12165.
American 1689, winds 165 at 15, gusting 21, runway 13 right, cleared to land.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Before start checklist.
Stand by.
Locking gear.
Stop. 1609, push and start approved. 1609.
Sky West 49er 79 are ready to taxi.
SkyWest 49er79er, taxi to runway 17 right via Juliet Yankee Lima Echo Hotel.
17 right via Juliet Yankee Lima Echo Hotel, SkyWest 49er79er.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Before start checklist.
Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
Set and checked.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist completed.
Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
Start engine 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure. Checked.
American 1011 ready for pushback. American 1011, push and start approved. Pushback approved. American 1011. United 1609er ready to taxi.
United 1609er, taxi to runway 17 right via Kilo 12 Alpha Lima Echo Hotel.
17 right via Kilo 12 Alpha Lima Echo Hotel, United 1609er.
Please set parking brakes. Unlocking gear.
Starter cutout. Number 2 stable. Start engine 1. Oil pressure.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Thank you, ground. We'll be looking out for the bypass pin on our left side.
Qatari 72 ready for pushback.
Qatari 72.
Okay, ground. Thank you for the guidance. See you next time.
Pushback approved. Qatari 72.
American 1011 ready to taxi.
American 1011, taxi to runway 18 left via Echo Kilo Lima Zulu Foxtrot Whiskey Hotel.
18 left via Echo Kilo Lima Zulu Foxtrot Whiskey Hotel, American 1011.
Starter cutout. Number 1 stable.
Qatari 72 Romeo ready to taxi.
Qatari 72 Romeo, taxi to runway 18 left via Juliet Sierra Alpha Foxtrot Whiskey Hotel.
Before taxi
18
checklist.
left via Juliet Sierra Alpha Foxtrot Whiskey Hotel, Qatari 72 Romeo.
Before taxi checklist.
Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Delta 374 request push and start.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Delta
Flight
374.
controls.
Okay, flight controls check. Fully up. Neutral. Fully down. Neutral. Fully left. Neutral. Fully right. Neutral. Rudder fully left. Neutral. Fully right. Neutral.
Ground equipment. Clear before taxi checklist completed.
DFW ground, American 8737 requests taxi to the active.
The American 8737 taxi to runway 17 right via Echo Juliet Lima Echo Foxtrot.
Runway 17 right via Echo Juliet Lima Echo Foxtrot, American 8737.
Clear right.
Flaps 5.
American 1115, taxi to parking via Alpha 7 Bravo, cross runway 18 right, then cross runway 18 left, then Lima, Kilo 9er.
Alpha 7 Bravo, cross runway 18 right, then cross runway 18 left, then Lima, Kilo 9er, American 1115. Envoy 3728 ready for pushback. Pushback approved, Envoy 3728.
Delta 374 ready to taxi.
Delta 374, taxi to runway 18 left via Kilo 10 Lima, Zulu, Foxtrot, Whiskey Hotel.
18 left via Kilo 10 Lima, Zulu, Foxtrot, Whiskey Hotel, Delta 374.
This is idle thrust on the MAX, by the way. It's really strong. From what I understand from real-world pilots, it's actually very realistic. As I was saying, from real-world pilots have mentioned it's very realistic, the idle thrust effect. And since my plane is empty, it explains the acceleration. So I haven't applied any thrust whatsoever.
Ready for pushback.
Skywest 6271, push and start approved.
Pushback approved, Skywest 6271. Ready to taxi.
Envoy 3728, taxi to runway 18 left via Juliet Yankee Foxtrot, Whiskey Hotel.
Approaching 17 right.
DFW Tower, American 8737, ready to go, runway 17 right.
American American 8737, Dallas Tower, runway 17 right. Hold short, you're number 1 behind the CRJ-7.
Holding short for traffic, American 8737. Hey, big kudos to the Say Intentions team. The traffic injection is still in beta mode. It won't be perfect. You can see the CRJ is struggling a little bit there. But look at that. The FedEx, and I think the other one down there is ABX, they're all in the cargo ramp. During the alpha release of Say Intentions traffic injection, there were while traffic was being generated so randomly that there were FedEx airplanes in the passenger terminal, for example. So this is a big improvement. And as you can see with the 737 landing there, there's still some whitetails, but they're also going to get better. For your information, Say Intentions is pulling my FSLTL models and my FS traffic models is the only models I have.
17 right, RNAV Spira, cleared for takeoff, American 8737.
So I'll repeat since the voices were on. Say Intentions got better with the traffic injection because now they're placing the cargo aircraft, the 2 FedEx birds and the ABX bird over there. They're in the cargo ramp now. During the alpha release and the early beta days, they were still putting cargo in passenger terminals. So big improvement, and the next step will be to have less whitetail aircraft like the 737 that just landed. The whitetail aircraft are just replacements for the airlines there are no liveries for available. But slowly but surely, I think it's going to get only better. So we are clear for takeoff. Just let me run through my checklist. I've been talking so much that I forgot to run through my pre-takeoff checklist, and then we'll do our regular takeoff roll. Before takeoff checklist.
Flaps.
5 green light.
Stabilizer trim.
Set and checked.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Before takeoff procedure.
Okay. Clear on the approach.
Takeoff.
Switching to ground, SkyWest 6400.
We're going to be rotating at
Thrust
117.
set.
It's going to be a very fast roll.
American 3069, winds 165 at 15,
80
gusting
knots.
21, runway 13 right, cleared to land.
13 right, cleared to land, American 3069.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. $400 feet.
Flaps up.
American 8737, contact departure on 118.1.
Switching to departure on 118.1, American 8737.
You can see that Say Intentions has a sense of humor. That is a very, very heavy, stereotypical Texas accent on the controller. I was trying not to laugh, but it's pretty funny. And as I mentioned, since we are doing a ferry flight over to maintenance,
Lone Star departure, American
this thing took off like a
8737.
rocket, and it's climbing like a rocket.
Path 1500.
American 8737, Lone Star departure, radar
Autopilot
contact.
on.
Climb and maintain 9,000 direct Spira.
Climb and maintain 9,000 direct Spira, American 8737.
SkyWest 4911, contact Dallas
After
Tower
takeoff checklist.
124.15.
After takeoff checklist.
Over
Engine
to Dallas
bleeds
Tower
on.
on 124.15.
Packs auto. Landing
Skywest
gear
4911.
up and off. Flaps up. No
Dallas
lights.
Tower,
After
Skywest
takeoff checklist
4911,
complete.
Established on
Thank you.
ILS runway 18 right.
American 8737, climb and maintain flight level 240. Delta 436, direct nets. Cleared for the RNAV runway 17 right, approach, descend, and maintain altitude 6,000 until established.
Climb and maintain flight level 240, American 8737.
Delta 436, contact Dallas Tower on 124.15.
Over to Dallas Tower on 124.15, East Delta 436.
Spirit Wing 1698, proceed direct Yalta. Cleared for the ILS runway 17 right,
So we're
approach,
looking at
descend, and maintain
346
altitude
nautical miles
until
over to
established.
Tulsa. We are using runway 18 left, so we do have to make a U-turn.
Cleared for the ILS runway.
Had I had a northerly takeoff and a northerly landing, we would have shaved 20 or so miles from the flight, maybe 30 miles. But I think I'm going to keep the recording on the whole time. It's still a very short flight.
10,000.
436, roger. American 2257, contact Dallas Tower on 124.15.
Over to Dallas Tower on 124.15, American 2257.
I probably won't be talking much during the cruise, time and cruise, but
American 2257,
it'll give me a
established
chance
on the ILS
to
runway 17 left.
just evaluate the overall feel of the aircraft ever since the updates. The aircraft is feeling really good. I mentioned when the first update for FS24 came out, or I'm sorry, when the FS24 version of the iFly Max came out, I really was very happy with the way it was handling manually. So that's how it felt on takeoff as well. So that is definitely a big improvement.
Spirit Wing 1698, contact Dallas Tower
And like I
on
said, I think iFly can
124.15.
catch up to PMDG and Inibills if they start giving us weather radar returns. Again, I mentioned this is a hot topic in the flight sim community because the Asobo weather model is not the most advanced, it's very basic. But when you're in Dallas, Texas, for example, or Tulsa, Oklahoma, in the middle of summer, you're going to get a lot of thunderstorms in the afternoon especially. So you want to see those returns on the radar. You get some colors, it's not the most realistic, but you get something. So I think that's a general consensus. What else can I say about the iFly Max right now?
Climb and maintain flight level 320.
I want to also, over the next few flights, maybe test some of its automated landing abilities. I might even do it in Tulsa if we have very good conditions. I just want to see how well an ILS can get us down to the ground. I'm one of those people who feels guilty using automation when there are nice visual conditions, but I think I'm just going to let the aircraft do its thing to see how well it handles automatically. Again, I'm going to be taxiing over to the MRO area, and I want to see, since the airport designer for Tulsa, which is Fly Too High, pushed an update after myself and other folks getting some feedback that the initial release had too many frame rate issues. I shouldn't get any frame rate issues with my system. It's a very fast system. So let's see how well that improved. Another suggestion that I gave him, or her, whoever's in charge of Fly Too High, was to make some details in the MRO hangars. Again, it's American Airlines' main MRO facility. But right now, the way that they're depicted, the hangars are depicted, it's really a 2D drawing of the hangar at the door. So if the developer can implement opening and closing hangars and put details inside the hangars, that'd be pretty cool. I know we like to simulate passenger flights, but once in a while you gotta take your aircraft over to maintenance and do some ferry flying. So that'd be pretty cool. Let me continue my flows with Stephanie here, so stand by.
Contacting Fort Worth Center on 127.6, American 8737.
Transition set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 223. Now.
Fort Worth Center, American 8737. Evening, climbing past flight level 210, aiming for flight level 320.
American 8737, Fort Worth Center, good evening.
give you an idea of what we're going to be doing, we're going to be landing on runway 18 left. I don't expect a lot of runway usage with a light aircraft. So I don't know if it's light enough to exit on Echo 1, but if we do exit on Echo 1, we're going to be right at the MRO area for American Airlines.
American 8737, Fort Worth Center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Otherwise, we're going to just use the runway until we get to runway 26 and just exit there and then follow Echo into the MRO area. And I mentioned I'm also testing Say Intentions. By the way, I'm an Say Intentions premium member as well as partner member. I say I'm testing, but again, I'm really just learning Say Intentions. One of the things I really like about Say Intentions is the natural interaction, whether it's with your flight crew or your cabin crew, really, or the mentor. So again, we are simulating MRO. Ferry, no passengers, but I have a mentor in the jump seat, so I can talk to her and get some of her perspectives. The mentor is described as an experienced pilot, so what she'll be doing, she'll be talking a lot about the 737 and also giving us some advice. I think she will also provide landing feedback, so that's always pretty nice to have, especially for those of us who don't fly in the real world. So let's talk to her for a few minutes here. Hi Millie, how's it going in the jump seat?
It's going great in the jump seat. I'm really enjoying the view and the smooth flight. How are you feeling up here?
Feeling pretty good. You can tell the airplane is climbing like a rocket because it's empty. We are just doing an MRO over to Tulsa, so it's just me on the left seat, Stephanie on the right seat, and you in the jump seat. So we have our bags, a few snacks and drinks, and nothing else.
That's great to hear.
American
An empty aircraft
1560, contact Lone Star approach on 118.55.
Just remember to keep an eye on your weight and balance,
Over to Lone Star
especially during
approach on
MROs.
118.55.
It's always good to have a
American
plan for your snacks
1560.
and drinks too. Staying hydrated is key during flights.
American 2731, contact Lone Star approach on 126.475.
Switching to Lone Star approach on 126.475, the American 2731.
I'm going to continue asking Millie some questions or getting her comments. Again, I mentioned the conversation feels very natural. So hopefully you're kind of appreciating that as you hear her responses. So Millie, one of the things I really like about the Max, despite its initial history with a couple of accidents, I like the big display units. They really help our situational awareness. I happen to like the big nav display on Stephanie's side along with the vertical situation indicator. I might have had the wrong frequency button. Let me try that one more time. So Millie, I was saying that compared to the 737 next generation, the 737 MAX has some very large display units, as you can see. I really like those. They're really good for situational awareness. You can see that as the pilot flying, by SOP, I have to have my engine data next to my nav data. But Stephanie's side, the pilot not flying side, gets the large navigational display, and she and I can turn on and off our vertical situation indicators. But I also like the vertical situation indicator as more additional situational awareness for us as a crew. And we also have our heads-up guidance system that we can lower when needed.
Absolutely. The larger display units in the
2543, contact Lone Star approach on
737 MAX really enhance
135.975.
situational awareness. especially with the
Switching to Lone
engine
Star
and
approach
nav
on
data side by side.
135.975,
The vertical
the American
situation indicator is a
2543.
great tool for both of you, and having the heads-up guidance system allows for quick reference during critical phases of flight. It's all about teamwork and utilizing those tools effectively.
I noticed with the 777 and now with the 737, the AI refers to them very formally, the 777 or the 737. So we just need to update some of the lingo, some of the jargon to be more informal. I can try asking Muley if if she would prefer to say 737 instead of 737. So Millie, we can also refer to the airplane simply as a 737.
Absolutely, referring to it as a 737 is common among pilots. Just remember that there are different variants like the 737 Next Gen and the 737 Max, each with unique features. For example, the Max has improved fuel efficiency and larger engines, which can affect performance during various phases of flight. It's always good to be specific when discussing capabilities.
Okay, so she's not quite ready to refer to it as a 737, but again, this is a pretty cool feature.
Fort Worth Center, American 3086, flight level 320.
American 3086, radar contact.
I'm already trying to set up our descent and arrival since it's a very short flight. And again, with such a light payload, we're going to be flaps 30 and 125 knots if you add 5.
Checked. Checked. I have control. Go ahead.
Okay, we're expecting arrival into runway 18 left in Tulsa. I'm going to be testing the airplane's ILS, so I expect it to be an automated landing the whole way down. And then, as you know, we're going to be stopping in the MRO area and getting off there for the plane to receive some scheduled maintenance. The weather forecast is still the same, very good weather, and there are no threats in the area. Any questions?
No questions.
American 8737, when you're ready to begin your descent, descend and maintain flight level 250.
Descend and maintain flight level 250. American
Checked.
8737.
1000 to level.
DFW Center, American 8737, ready for descent.
American 8737, say requested altitude.
Requesting flight level 5000.
American 8737, descend and maintain flight level 5000.
Descend and maintain flight level 5000, American 8737.
Fort Worth Center, Air Shuttle 6141, flight level 320.
Air Shuttle 6141, radar contact.
Fort Worth Center, American 778, flight level 280.
American 778, radar contact. American 8737, descend and maintain 15,000, altimeter 29.85.
Descend and maintain 15,000, altimeter 29.85. American 8737.
Transition level altimeter 2987.
Two, 987, set, passing 17,300. Now.
American 8737, contact Tulsa approach on 119.1.
Switching to Tulsa approach on 119.1, American 8737. Tulsa approach, American 8737, evening, descending through 15,000 feet for 15,000.
American 8737, Tulsa approach. Good evening, Tulsa, altimeter 29.88. Expect the ILS runway 18 left approach into Tulsa.
Altimeter 2988. Expecting the ILS runway 18 left approach into Tulsa, American 8737.
American 8737, descend and maintain 3400, turn left, heading 340 vectors for the ILS, runway 18 left approach.
Descend and maintain 3400, left heading 340 for vectors to the ILS runway 18 left approach, American 8737.
So a little comment on the last instruction. Just like beyond ATC, Say Intentions is still working on more efficient vectoring into these approaches. So I am going to keep, as a matter of fact, I'm going to set it right now. I am going to keep heading 018, and then I'm going to make a left turn towards the final approach fix, just to avoid having to make a lot of swerves and turns, just to get some kind of an intercept with the ILS.
Climbing to flight level 240,
And I will not get scolded by ATC if I don't follow the directions. So let's take advantage of that. Approach checklist.
Altimeters.
2987 set.
2987 set. Approach checklist completed.
Thanks. How are you doing back there, Millie? We're on descent, passing 10,000.
I'm doing great back here. It's always exciting to see the descent phase in action. Just remember to monitor
10,000.
your airspeed and configure the aircraft as you approach your landing checklist.
Thanks for the reminder. I was doing 260 and I gotta do 240 now below 10,000 feet.
That's right. Below 10,000 feet, you want to maintain a maximum speed of 250 knots. Just remember to reduce your speed gradually as you descend. You're doing great.
American 8737, turn left, heading 340.
Turning left, heading 340. American 8737.
So again, I'm going to continue to ignore those instructions. I'm going to just basically make a, what's the best expression? I'm having a, I'm going to make like a teardrop shaped turn into, I believe that's Charlie Foxtrot Papa Lima Whiskey waypoint when I get close enough to it. And then we'll intercept the ILS and start our final approach descent. Our glide path, in our words. I also noticed that the iFly FS 2024 version is doing really well with frame rates. I made a comment in another video, it might have been yesterday or the day before. I did a flight on the default Ineos Airbus narrow bodies, so A320neo or A321neo that come with less than 2024. In theory, this is supposed to be more basic than what iFly or PNDG are offering in terms of airplane complexity, but their frame rates tend to stutter here and there. Meanwhile, the PNDG 777 for FS24 and the iFly 737 MAX for FS24 are doing great with frame rates, very smooth. Again, I have a very fast system, so if I get stuttery frame rates, it's because the scenery or the airplane model need more optimization. Now, kudos to Unibuilds. Their A350 is flawless, and they update it very often. So I flew it yesterday on FS24, and those frame rates are wonderful too. So I know that, if I'm not mistaken, Unibuilds and Microsoft kind of split the work on getting those A320 series, A320neo series aircraft as part of the group of aircraft that comes with the simulator. They need to just make some minor optimization to, I would imagine, to get those frame rates to improve more. And I'm just going to add 5 knots to our final approach.
1,000 to level.
Again, I'm expecting to slow down very quickly. We have an empty aircraft. So I'll see if I can exit the runway right at the little exit point that I mentioned earlier that's right next to the MRO. Our taxiing will be minimal. I'm not going to slam the brakes either. We're going in for maintenance, but I want to get in the brakes we have now as opposed to some hot brakes by the time we get there. I'm gonna briefly check some data here on our approach briefing. Yeah, I'm still getting used to FS2 crew. I need to actually manually enter my speeds, so I'm gonna do it right now.
American 8737, turn left, heading 360.
Turning left, heading 360, American 8737.
Yeah, I was saying it's easy. Forget this because I only started using FS2 crew recently for the Macs. So I just need to enter missed approach and final approach fix.
Delta 1042, contact Kansas City Center on 128.8.
Over to Kansas City Center on 128.8, Delta 1042.
Delta 746, contact Kansas City Center on 128.8.
Switching to Kansas City Center on 128.8 key, Delta 746.
Delta 1042, direct DOSOA.
Thanks. Straight to DOSOA, Delta 1042.
Okay, I'm gonna engage my LNAV again here very soon to intercept Charlie Foxtrot Papa Lima Whiskey waypoint.
One, 8, 0, set, checked. Autopilot on.
Okay, like I said, I want to also test my ILS all the way down to the ground, or within a few feet at least. Because I honestly, since iFly released this version for 2024, I've been doing this manual landings because I've gotten really good weather conditions. Even during bad conditions, I practically just press my instruments and follow that. But I want to see how well it's working.
Turn right, heading 350.
Turning right, heading 350, American 8737.
American 8737, proceed direct CFCDK, descend and maintain 2400 until established on the localizer cleared for the ILS runway 18 left approach. American 8737, contact Tulsa Tower on 118.7.
Proceed direct CFCDK, descend and maintain 2400 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 18 left approach, American 8737. Switching to Tulsa Tower on 118.7, American...
Blue Streak 5551, contact Tulsa departure on 132.1.
Tulsa Tower, American 8737, evening. We're established on the ILS for runway 18 left approach.
American 8737, Tulsa Tower, roger, continue approach.
2500.
Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats.
American 8737, Tulsa Tower, winds 185 at 15, runway 18 left,
Checked.
cleared to land.
Checked.
Runway 18 left, cleared to land. American
Check.
8737.
I got so distracted, I put in runway 18 right. So we are doing manual. Sorry about that. So we're gonna test the automation in another flight. Manual flight.
Checked. Autopilot off.
My throttles.
Checked. Final approach fix. Height checked. Missed approach. Altitude is set.
Flaps 5. Gear down. Flaps 15. So my pathetic excuse for getting right and left mixed up is it's been a long day. It's Friday evening. It's been a long week. So we'll do manual into 18 left. Flaps 30.
Checked.
Landing
1,000
checklist.
feet. Stable. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Checked. Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Slow.
30 green light.
Approaching.
Landing
One.
checklist completed.
8
slow.
left.
Glide slow. 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 500. Glide
500
slow.
feet.
Glide slow. 400. Glide
Continue.
slow. Glide slow. 300. Glide slow. Glide slow. 200.
Landing.
100. Glide slow. 50. Glide slow. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reversers normal. Auto brake disarmed. 60 knots.
Check.
American 8737, welcome to Tulsa. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Switching to ground on 121.9er. American
There's the
8737.
MRO.
Tulsa ground, American 8737, evening. We're clear of runway 18 left and ready to taxi to the gate.
American
Okay, to clean up.
8737, Tulsa ground, taxi to FedEx 1 via Echo 1, Echo, cross runway 26, then Echo Echo. Good day.
Taxi to FedEx 1 via Echo 1, Echo, cross runway 26, then Echo Echo, American 8737.
Ground American 8737 prefers American Airlines MRO facility for parking.
American 8737, taxi to American Airlines MRO facility via Echo 1, Echo, cross runway 26, then Echo Echo.
Echo 1, Echo, cross runway 26, then Echo Echo to the American Airlines MRO facility.
Okay, so initially looking at my taxi into the MRO area, I see much better frame rates than the initial release of Tulsa. So heads off to FL2, fly too high. And just let me remember exactly what my parking position is going to be. I was also saying, if we can make these hangars open and close and put some details inside, that'd be a very nice touch. Okay, I see what I gotta do to park. So you can see it's pretty much a two-dimensional image of a partially open hangar. So you can see they drew some of the MRO heavy maintenance scaffolding that goes around the airplanes. But again, if you really want to step up your game in the scenery development, and FL2, it's obviously not up there with Unibuild's Flight Tampa, CBSQ Design, MK Studios, for example. But if you want to up their game, let us open and close the hangars, put some details in the hangars, and again, this is a very important facility. American Airlines
APU on the buses.
might still be, but for a while was the largest airline in the world. So we're at the main MRO base. I'm not going to use GSX because they're going to simulate passengers deboarding. So we're just going to park here and use the standard iFly ground equipment. And I got to remember, this thing taxis very fast on idle when it's this empty. Shutdown checklist.
Stand by.
Shutdown checklist.
Fuel pumps off, probe heat off, hydraulic panel set, flaps.
Up.
Parking brake,
Released.
engine start levers,
Cut off.
weather radar,
Off.
off, shutdown checklist completed, checked.
Secure checklist.
Secure checklist, IRSS, off, emergency exit lights, off, window heat. Something is wrong here. Packs, something is wrong here. Secure checklist complete.
Passengers bus is coming.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie. Nice flight. So our plane is definitely all set for some maintenance. I was playing with some of the iFly settings. They're pretty cool. They give you some good visuals on the exterior part of the airplane. Millie, thank you for riding Jumpsuit today. How was your flight?
The flight was excellent, thank
All
you.
aircraft
I
information
really
kilo is now
enjoyed the
current.
smooth landing you
Altimeter
executed.
2988.
It was rated an 8 out of 10, with a landing rate of 105 feet per minute. Great job.
Thank you. Let's go grab some dinner, and we'll see you in the next flight.
Sounds great. Enjoy your dinner, and I look forward to our next flight together. Remember to review any procedures or techniques we discussed today.
Okay, so GSX took over the ground connections in the sense that they're giving me passengers unloading, and they're going to a very tiny van. But it should just be myself, Stephanie, and Millie unloading. But that's fine. And with that, we're gonna shut down, literally, video coming to an end. Thank you for watching. Whatever you're flying, I hope you're enjoying Flight Sim 2024, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.